easy breezy beautiful cover girl. Oh my god. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Mocha Jules, and if you haven't yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can be aware whenever I post a new video. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. So today's video, I am creating this soft glam look. I know it has a pop of color, but still it is that simple soft glam everyday makeup look that you can wear a night out, date night, work if you want to, you know, depends how you want to look at work. You can definitely wear this simple look. I did list everything down in the description box below, and this video is step by step of how I created this look. Hope you guys like it, and if you love this look, please go ahead and stay tuned as I create it, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. As you guys can see, my face is pretty dry. I just washed it, so now we're gonna go ahead and moisturize our lips, our face, and then start with eyebrows. First, I'm gonna start with my Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask to moisturize my lips. Then I'm gonna moisturize my skin with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows with the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind.
Alright, so now that we got our brows on, I'm going to go ahead and use my concealer to shape my eyebrows. And I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade, this is the shade 490. And this is like closer to my skin tone. So that is what I'm going to use to shape my eyebrows.
Can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel.
Alright, so eyebrows are done. We finished it. This is how I like it. So now we're going to go ahead and move into our eyelids. So first and foremost, the eyeshadow palette we're going to be using today, which I've said this a million times in other videos, but this is like my top favorite eyeshadow palette, which is the Juvia's Place Vanessa palette, and it looks like this. And I feel like with this eyeshadow palette you cannot go wrong at all, and I feel it is the perfect natural soft look eyeshadow palette. First, we're gonna go ahead and prime our eyelids, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my concealer. Today I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer in the shade Deep Cinnamon, and then I'm going to set my eyelids with my Laura Mercier Translucent Powder in the shade Translucent Medium Deep.
Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. You got me feeling some type of way. You make me wanna stay in all day. You're the reason I can't get out my head. I just can't stop thinking about you. 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 I just can't stop thinking about you.
Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and start our lids, and the first shade we're going to use as our transition shade is going to be BSG, and it's this shade here. This shade here. I'm going to use my Sephora number 24 brush, and it's called Pro Crease 24, and it looks like this. So I'm going to apply that brown shade in the outer corner of my eyelids. Alright, so I've done this eyeshadow look a lot of times. I've done it on other people. I've done it on myself several times. I think I probably do have it on my Instagram feed from last year, because this is like my favorite look, and because it's really easy. So the next shade that we're going to use is Busy, which is this shade here. After we apply Busy on our lids, we're going to go ahead and go back in with our Sephora brush with the shade BSG to make sure that everything is blended out nicely. Alright, so now our eyes is done. So now we're going to add some liner. If you don't want to add liner, you don't have to, because this is a soft glam. But I want to add some liner just to, you know, give it that oomph. Oh, I almost forgot. And also too, you can add some of the shimmer in your inner tear ducts. You can add like some of the shimmer just to give it that that oomph. Where's my finger? Oh yeah, right here. You can add any of these shimmers, or you can add like these colors here if you want to. I'm just gonna leave it like this, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm just gonna leave it like this. But sometimes I would like put like some shimmer like right here on my tear ducts and stuff, just to give it that, you know, like a pop of something. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move into our liner, and I'm gonna use my KVD tattoo liner, which is one of my faves, and I'm gonna apply the liner. Applying liner is like one of the hardest things for me because they never end up looking alike, which is okay. They're similar, I guess, I think. But I mean, once you apply the lashes, I think people shouldn't see it anyways. So moving on, now we're gonna go ahead and apply our primer, and the primer I'll be using today is my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I'm gonna go ahead and apply just a few pumps on my fingertips and apply it on my skin, and then I'm gonna use my fan to make it tacky. Alright, so I think this is tacky enough. So next is my foundation, and since I've been using this foundation as of recently, I'm going to go ahead and apply my Makeup by Mario new Surreal Skin foundation, and my shade is 28W. I'm first going to use like a brush that looks like this, this is the foundation brush to apply the foundation, and then I'm going to use my beauty blender to go ahead and blend it all in together. And I make sure I shake my foundation too, just to get it all in. This is a very sheer foundation. It makes you glowy. To me, it's really sheer, but the finish is definitely chef's kiss. And the type of skin that I have is normal to dry skin, so this definitely is a foundation that I really do like. But after I apply the setting powders and all that stuff, it doesn't fully give that sheer look, but it's still there. It gives like a nice glow. But when you first apply the foundation, that glowiness that you're seeing is not going to be there once I finish.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a cut, I put that on cut when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go with the negativity, with that broke mentality, jump on jealousy, my bad. Get away from me, 'cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way.
Alright, as you can see, that glow is immaculate. Like, if I wanted a sheer finished look, I could keep it like this and, you know, add my concealer and no setting powder or anything like that. Or if I wanted a dewy look, this is it also. But again, I'm not keeping it like this because I am a matte girl. Okay, I love the matte finish, or like a semi dewy but not too dewy finished look. I still want that glow, you know, that pop, you know. So anyways, moving forward, because my makeup language is not here, so I hope the way that I explain it makes sense. Hopefully some people understand what I'm trying to say, because baby, I'm still learning. So anyways, alright, so since we're going for a soft glam look, I'm not going to do too much with the highlight. So the highlight that I'm going to apply under my eyes is going to be, I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 460. I'm going to use this, and yeah, that is what I'm going to use to highlight the highlighted areas that I want. You know what, I think, yeah, I can. And I think I can apply the 490 as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that and apply the 460 right on top of it.
Mom and Dad's only daughter, do I make you proud? Writing my life in lyrics, do you like the sound? Seeking approval constantly. When it's my truth I own, I speak it, don't make sense now. Give it a good, put that on good. When it gets hard, I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with that jump off my back. 'Cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your
Alright, so I'm going to allow it to dry down just a little bit. So while I wait for it to dry down, I'm going to go ahead and apply my contour. And I am going to use my Black Opal foundation stick in the shade Java Dream. And I'm going to contour my cheeks and some areas where I want to contour. So what I do is I take the brush and I apply it on the foundation stick. And then I go ahead and apply it on the areas that I want to contour.
I'ma make a better way. I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Catch a break. Better way. Oh, I've been working all day.
Alright, so now I would let the concealer dry down just a little bit more for like another minute, but because I am pressed for time, I'm going to go ahead and start blending out my highlights. Alright, and just to make sure that everything is highlighted nicely, I'm going to go back in with my blending brush and just blend out the outer areas that my concealer may have went over. Yeah. So if my concealer, you know, just went out of place, I just go back in with my blending sponge just to make sure it's all blended nicely. Alright, so now that I feel as though, you know, I blended it out, you know, just good enough, I am going to go ahead and use my setting powder. And today I'm going to use my one size, I think this is a loose setting powder. This is, hold on. Okay, so this is the ultimate setting powder from one size, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that in my highlighted area. I'm just gonna apply it under my eyelids only, well, and my chin as well, but I'm just gonna apply it here and just, I don't bake, I just let it sit. Well, I don't let it sit, I just press it on through and then allow it to set the highlight, and then if there's any excess setting powder left, I'll just go ahead and brush it off. So I'm going to use my triangle puff to apply that powder. Alright, as you guys can see, that setting powder, oh my god, like this is it. This is really it. So now, after we apply the setting powder, I do go ahead and go in with, let's see what I'm gonna go in with next. So next, before I apply my bronzer, I am going to go in with my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. And this is in the shade Hazelnut. And I'm just going to apply it around my whole face, just to, you know, allow everything to blend in together. And I'm going to use my puff thing here. It's time for me to get my other one, or just wash it. Don't judge me. Alright, so I think this is good enough. So next, I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. And this is the number 4 Deep. And I'm going to apply it in the areas that I applied my contour. And I'm using my Sephora number 50 brush. Alright, so we can definitely stop here if we want to, but I like blush. So I am going to apply blush on my face. Just a little bit of blush, you know, even though we say a little bit, it ends up being a lot. So I'm going to apply some blush, and I'm going to use my KKAO Beauty Barb Blush Palette. And I'm going to use this shade here. Right here is called Everything Crisp. Your girl's blushing. Okay. Now, I almost forgot one thing. I did forget to apply my under eyelids. So I'm going to go in back with the BSG. And I'm going to apply it under my eyelids just to give it some, you know, some color. And then also too, I'm going to apply some on my nose just to contour it just a bit. I did go ahead and apply my lashes, and the lashes that I used was the Ardell Wispies lashes. And I always get Wispies and Kiss and Ardell because it just gives that, it gives like that oomph, but also that natural look too. So I always stick to my Wispies. And so let me go ahead and like I said earlier, that I'm gonna go ahead and contour part of my nose. I already did my under eyelids, well, my under eye on the waterline, and now I'm gonna do part of my nose just to contour it a bit. And just so that the line won't be too extra, I go back in with the puff that I use for my finishing powder, and I just pass it on there just a little bit. Alright, so now let's go ahead and use our Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and we're going to go ahead and give it that finishing touch. Alright, so now last but not least, we already see my lips are not done. So I did say we're going to add a pop of color instead of the nude or pink's lip, you know, to give it that soft look. I'm going to add that Fenty lip, matte lip instead, just to give it that pop of color. And for me, whenever I do like a soft look, or because honestly I don't know if we call this soft because of all the products that we use, and you know how it's still popping, so I'm gonna just say soft glam because we really did not do too much in my opinion. Whenever I do a look like this, sometimes I do want to add that pop of color just to bring out the whole look. And this is in the shade Underdawg. I think that's number 50? No, number 5. Sorry, I was reading it through the camera. It's number 5. I am definitely loving this lip color with this face. Like, oh my gosh. And it dries down really quickly too. Oh my. Honey, let me go get dressed and I'm gonna come back with the full finished look, because girl, you ate. This is that girl. And I heard about the red one, so I can only imagine how the red one is. Like, do y'all see this? Like, easy breezy beautiful cover girl. Oh my god. All right, let me stop playing. Let me go get dressed and come back with the finished look. Give me a second. All right, babes, so this is the finishing look. Like, it's giving. Like, let me know in the comments below if you guys think that this is giving a soft glam or a glam, because I don't know. I'm gonna say it's still soft glam. I'm gonna still call this a soft glam makeup, because I just feel like this is soft. Like, this is not, you know, too extravagant. This is not extra. This is like light touch, you know, but it's still giving. Like, I'm feeling myself. Don't mind me, okay? I'm definitely feeling everything about this. So everything that I did use today on my face will be listed down in the description box below. I also listed them throughout the video, but easier access is down in the description box. So please go ahead and leave me a comment of what you thought about this look, what else you may want to see. Also, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, y'all. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. I'm close to halfway there, but I know I will get there. Like, I'm crossing my fingers. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also comment below on anything you would like to see from me next, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.